So to start this video, I would like to say one thing. This video will see if Content Cop is effective at its job in deconstructing certain YouTubers for what they are, and it will also look at the next likely 3 candidates for the next Content Cop. Let's begin. So personally, I think Content Cop was effective, as it was one of the major sparks that blew up YouTubers such as Pyro, Quite, and other greats among them. At the same time of this recording, 11 videos have been uploaded to the Content Cop playlist, 7 demolishing individual channels, and 4 going after specific genres of videos. Also, as of this recording, 2 channels have been died that were reviewed by Content Cop, including the likes of Jinx and Leafy. I would also like to say I'll be going in order that his playlist is in. Now, I just watched his review of the Food Reviewers video, and it felt quick, like a gloss over, you could say. There wasn't much content to this video. I personally don't think it was that effective in taking down the YouTubers that do these food review videos. Now, for Jinx's video, he makes a ton of good points, but he's still very early on, so it feels less organized than most of his other videos. The editing is well done, but it seems like that's one of those things iDubbbz is pretty good at. He also does a good point with the comments, although it does end pretty abruptly. This one is pretty effective, though. Now, we'll wrap part 1 and part 2 of the toy review videos into one. The skits in them are pretty interesting, and they're a lot more comprehensible than their earlier videos. The second part is a lot better. It also focuses on the channel Awesome Disney Toys a lot more than any other toy channel. It also shines some light on a horrible genre of YouTube. It seems effective at its job, and that shit point about the baby alive shitting itself is pretty fantastic. I never want to see that ever again. Just never put it on the screen. Just never do that. Please. I also want to mention that I'm going to skip How to Break It Up and the Text Destruction one and the Fine Bros, because all those ones aren't important to the series. The other one is Rice Gum, and I don't really want to talk about him because that topic is pretty dead. Okay, back to the normal, regularly scheduled video now. Next up on our list is the Keemstar one, which was pretty interesting. The opening skit was fantastic. This is one that was a peak in his editing. The Twitter versus YouTube channel was a good point, and the child point was good. And using the platform that way was a little too long on that point. He had a lot of repetitive Twitter clips and pictures in that one. With Tana, I feel like she has a big problem with slurs, and iDubbbz, I think, noticed this too. This was one of her big topics, but he didn't really point much else out about her. And going to Tana's event was pretty fun to watch for him, and it was also a very entertaining video of his. Anyway, next up is Leafy. Leafy, I think, was one of the most effective ones, as it fully destroys Leafy, and is probably part of the reason that Leafy quit. It also saw the introduction to the Content Deputy series, but other than that, it's mostly based on Leafy's appearance jokes, because he makes fun of other people for their appearance when he is insecure about his own appearance, and the beach game he had was pretty interesting. Now, I'm going to move on to the other 3 YouTubers that I think might get the chopping block by iDubbbz. First is Onision, for obvious reasons. He called out iDubbbz, and he's making pretty shit videos. But on the downside to that, his channel is kinda dead. Same with everything about Onision. It's pretty much dead. Number 2 is going to be James Charles, who got dipped into a recent controversy, and iDubbbz might deconstruct him. But on the downside to this, he doesn't really have much else about him that he can deconstruct. So it's going to be difficult to pad out a video for just one kind of point for him. So I do not think James Charles will make the next video. The last, and certainly my least favorite, is that he might never do another Content Cop again. The last thing is we might see the end of the Content Cop series. It's nearing a year and a half since his last one, and we might never see one again, to be honest. I'm kind of hoping we see a couple more at least, but I think it's safe to say it might be the end of Content Cop altogether. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up here. That's what I think. Maybe you should tell me what you think in the comments below. Of course, there are other YouTubers than these to forsake. I'm going to wrap this video up now. Thanks for watching. If you have another idea of what YouTubers might get it, for say Morgs, someone that I personally think would be number 4 on my list, is pretty interesting. Anyway, leave that in the comments below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.